Ladies and gentlemen across the galaxy, I am absolutely to the moon of Endor for this news today. This is by far one of the best free-to-play things we've seen so far, and this will probably be the most free-to-play legendary event of all time. It's a surprise, but not really a surprise. As you know, earlier on this week, we got some accidental leaks, confirmation that there is going to be a Beskar Mandalorian coming to Galaxy of Heroes next week. And now we have the 100% confirmation. Before we were at 99.99% confirmed. Now it is 1 bajillion% confirmed. This guy is coming to Star Wars Galaxy Heroes as its own legendary event. And let me tell you a few amazing things about this. Firstly, the requirements are not crazy. There's no hard relic requirement. Like, you don't need relic 5 to do the event. And the recommended difficulty is gear 10 to do this event. All this sounds amazing, but on top of that, this character is going to be immediately day one available in the journey guide, which means there's no need to panic farm and there's no small window to get this character. And on top of that, they're going to be putting Quill and IG on the Cantina table during the first week of the Mandalorian Beskar event. We have no kit reveal information, but we have dates, we have requirements, and also at the end of this video, I'm going to be showing you what the rank 1 and 2 rewards are for the challenge tier rank where my guild was able to complete it, and I got number 2, and the rewards are a bit iffy right now, a bit concerning, especially for all the effort, and plus we have some other stuff to talk about. But let's talk all about the Mandalorian right here. This is the official artwork from Capital Games for the event, Beskar, and he's got the child on his back. I'm hoping they bring that over to the Beskar Mandalorian's kit. And here we go. This is straight from SWGH events. I will leave links down below to this if you want to read it yourself. And I'll also have a link down below to the Galactic War Report podcast. They had an exclusive interview with Capital Games about Beskar Mandalorian. But this is really all you need to know in case you do not have time to sit down and talk to the developers in the Galactic War Report podcast. So the Mandalorian Beskar Armor is the name that they're giving it, is indeed coming to Star Wars Galaxy Heroes this week. A little bit of an oopsie, and Doja Fett seems to be perfectly fine. He's still alive and well on the forums, even though we had that little slipped up, and they talked to Capital Games and have learned about his event and requirements. The event is going to begin. I wonder how we figure this out. Next week on December 16th, but there's no need to panic because CG's main focus is to make Beskar Mando as accessible as possible for veterans as well as newer players. Here's my suspicion. We talked about this during our live stream. Thank you guys so much who came out to our Grand Arena live stream today. My suspicion is there's really no other game right now except maybe Fortnite that has Mandalorian in it, and people are probably looking for Mandalorian games now that we're kind of wrapping up season 2 in the next couple weeks here. And Galaxy of Heroes probably wants to make this a marketing push to show that, hey, you can get Beskar Mandalorian fairly easily in Galaxy Heroes. It's going to be there 24/7 inside the journey guide. Fantastic to hear. So here are the requirements, and it doesn't even need Moff Gideon. The only real requirements to participate in the event is to have IG-11, Quill, Cara Dune, and the Mandalorian and Grief Karga, and Mandalorian, Grief Karga, and Cara Dune. They've been free-to-play farmable for quite a while now, and they were released early on this year. Really, the only points of grind is going to be IG-11 and Quill, but they're going to be thrown on the Cantina table the same day Beskar Mando comes to Galaxy of Heroes. So far, fantastic. You will need them at 7 stars though, but the gear requirements, there are none, but they do recommend that you have level 85 and gear 10 for the final tier. Holy cow. All the epic confrontations, the events that we've had for legendaries, the Galactic Legends, have required like relic 5s, 7s, absurd amounts of requirements and zetas. Gear 10, level 85 for the last tier. Again, what is there not to like about this event except you need 7-star characters? That's it. That's it, people. This is kind of going back to a classic legendary days way back in Galaxy Heroes where you just need a couple characters at 7 stars and you can make almost any gear level work as long as you have the right strategy in mind. IG and Quill also will be the main challenges for most veterans in the game, as we said, but at this point, they're still not farmable. However, the plan is that they're going to make them farmable on the Cantina notes as additive drops. We talked this a while ago, a couple months ago when they released the notice for IG-11 and Quill. They said that they're going to be putting them temporarily on the Cantina table. So while you're farming your relics or some characters on the Cantina table, you are also going to be getting shard drops of Quill as well as IG-11. So fantastic news. And as they say here, that these additive drops are going to start from December 16th through January 6th. So you're going to have, what is that, 2 weeks or so to get these characters up and running. So for veteran players, it doesn't really get much better than this. And for free-to-play newer players, still fantastic. Even if you might not have the 7 stars right away, it's going to expedite your farming process no matter what. And you got to farm on the Cantina anyways for something relics or characters, get the shards while you're at it. Then after the added drop the period is over, they will go on hard nodes as usual. And then remember, once a year has passed since the release, they will have the double drops afterwards. They won't have double drops initially. They'll be single drops, but eventually they will get the double drops. The added drops are also said to work like galactic chase events, where the drop rate will be scaled based off the energy spent on the Cantina node. And Ijilvin and Quill will both be available on all Cantina nodes, meaning you can farm both at the same time. All right, guys. Killer news so far, and we're not even done with this forum post yet. They actually they were kind of SMBGH events. As always, I leave links to their Discord server. Fantastic resources. They already kind of given us about how many refreshes you're going to need to kind of catch up to 7 stars. So as they say here, if you're wondering how many refreshes you need to get both Quill and Ijilvin to 7 stars, they have a shard calculator which you can use that should help with that. And it looks like it'll take about 2 refreshes per day for the 21 days of added drops to get them both the 7 stars, and that is assuming a 4% drop rate like Galactic Chase. Guys, I mean, getting 2, you're farming your relics and your characters already. You're going to be getting the shards for Quill and Ijilvin, and you're looking at about, if you do 2 refreshes of Cantina every day, which is not unreasonable. That's what I do. I do at least 3 Cantina refreshes a day. Some people go even higher, but you should be doing at least 1 or 2 on a daily basis. You're going to be getting the characters for Ijilvin and Quill. I can't speak. I can't speak any more highly than I am about this event already. And the last surprise, as you already kind of said at the beginning, is that this is going to be a new event directly in the Journey Guide, permanently day 1, as soon as the event launches. This has only ever happened with Galactic Legends, which have very steep relic and character requirements. It's never happened before for an easier to gear event, and will be welcome to a lot of new players. Again, what else do you want me to say? Fantastic news. It's going to be available in the Journey Guide right away, so there's no need to panic. Or almost like every other legendary event, you're kind of feeling this crunch where you only have 1 week or so to get a character, unless it's a Galactic Legend. Then you have to wait however many months. We're still waiting for Jedi Knight Luke Skywalker. He's not in the Journey Guide. You don't have to worry about that anymore. This does make me question seeing the requirements, gear requirements, as well as the accessibility of this event and the Cantina shard drops. Makes me question how good this character will be. I'll be mind blown. This character is still gonna be amazing. Like I'm talking Kybra level character with these requirements. That's the only thing we have to wait and see is this character going to be good for this type of event? And to sum it all up, they have it right here: 7-star requirements, gear 10 recommended, not even required, permanently accessible inside the Journey Guide upon release. This is definitely one of the most accessible events of all time. And here's your summary of the dates. December 16th, 2020, Quill and Ijilvin will be available in the Cantina nodes as additive drops after an update. And then Beskar Armor event will be beginning, and you better believe. You guys know where to be. If you want to see this event day 1, if you want to see guides, if you want to see how good this character is going to be, we're going to be live streaming all this and making sure you guys get tons of videos out there. Fantastic news, people. Fantastic news. Links to all this down below. I'm just going to keep talking over myself, but let's wrap up this video with the challenge tier Rancor raid rewards. So far, as I said, the updates have been pretty amazing. The shard economy changes, the double drops for a lot of things. The store is getting double character shards. Amazing, fantastic. We're waiting to see how the gear economy is going to change. But now, this is also amazing news. And with this latest update with the Rancor raid, it's definitely great to see that we're getting reskinned stuff, at least keeping the old stuff relevant and playable. It is definitely challenging. It's not unbeatable, definitely beatable. And our guild was definitely privileged enough to be one of the first to complete the Rancor raid challenge here. And we got rank number 2, all thanks to the Jawas. Card in the top right hand corner. Earlier today, we showed what it seems to be one of the best teams that we accidentally came across during our stream the other day. And it seems like Jawas are going to be killer inside the Rancor raid. And me and the number 1 guy, the thing we had in common compared to everyone else is we had Jawas relicked up. That's, if you have Jawas and Ray, you're going to have a severe advantage inside this. But here are the rewards that we're looking at. I showed this during our Grand Arena stream today, and the chat was not too impressed. Only 10 Carbantes. This was nice. The full piece of this gear 12 plus piece, this is nice. It's not a complete full piece, but it's definitely getting you the most difficult stuff put together right there. But the problem is it's not the most popular piece for me, and the rewards are not the same for everyone. I'm not to the moon about this. If I recall correctly, usually rewards for raids are kind of lackluster, and maybe Capital Games tunes it. There's been no confirmation of that, but if you want to see what number 1 looks like, here's Andyman, who got number 1 over me. And again, it's kind of looking like, let's actually go down a little bit here. They got a full Kyrotech battle computer, and they got 25 of these. So really, the gear rewards kind of seem like they're flattened, but the biggest point of controversy, which we'll talk about in a different video, are these arrow magnifiers. You can't farm them anywhere. You only can buy them in a very limited time pack, which we will have a video on that tomorrow. Video is already recorded for Whaler Fails, so be sure to catch that. And how difficult and how expensive free-to-play and pay-to-play are the new Relic 8 materials. We have an in-depth breakdown on that tomorrow, but this is causing a big point of controversy. Only elite guilds can get this stuff, and people who can't do challenge to rank or raids, you're going to be missing out on the Relic 8 pieces, and that might be a big disadvantage in the long term of the game. But let me know what you guys think. For me personally, I'm not to the moon about these rewards. The raid, I did enjoy the challenge. I have a couple things I do not like about it. Tomorrow, we will summarize my experience completing the Rancor raid with my guild. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap it up for today. I feel good. 2020, the beginning of it was rough for Galaxy Heroes, but luckily November and December are doing amazing things for the game, for free-to-play players, pay-to-play players. Let's hope that we're not done with what's to come. We're still waiting to get some more info on this potential Conquest game mode. So all I know, ladies and gentlemen, is if I could like the Galaxy Heroes, I'd drop a like, just like hopefully you guys will drop a like on this video. If you did enjoy it, comment down below on all your thoughts on the Beskar Armor. What are your feelings about it, as well as the Rancor raid rewards. And of course, be sure to subscribe so you're not missing a thing and all the fun we have here. And the most important thing, always remember, say it with me, it's great to be in the Empire today.